Hi, I'm art historian Joe Nickols and welcome to Art Explanation with Messums. Today we're exploring new ceramic work by Thiébaut Chagué from our exhibition at Messums Harrogate. We'll be looking at the process behind the works, the significance of ceramics, and the importance of ceramics in one's collection. Ceramics are an art form with a long and revered story, touching almost every culture throughout known human history, with the earliest discovered ceramics dating back 2,600 years. These items were not dishes and vessels as one might expect, but rather sculptures of humans and animals, such as the Venus of Dolní Vysočice, found in the Czech Republic. Ceramics has sat at the crossroads of vessel and sculpture for millennia, and as either an artist or a collector, through engaging with ceramics as a medium, one is participating in this magnificent and intertwining history. There are three types of ceramics: earthenware, stoneware, and porcelain. The art that I'm surrounded by today, by Thiébaut Chagué, is part of this lineage of stoneware pottery. Today, we often revere porcelain as the highest form of ceramics, but originally in China it was not distinguished from stoneware, with the Chinese referring to them both simply as high-fired wares. Many of the great Chinese kilns produced high-quality and revered stoneware, such as Jianware or Longquan Celadon. Thiébaut Chagué continues this legacy of pushing clay to extremes to develop new forms, shapes and textures. Based in France, Chagué utilises raw clay dug from a source near the renowned town of La Borne. At high temperatures, this clay is temperamental. It splits, it sags, glazes crack and bubble, shapes wax and wane. The result is unknown and unpredictable. For many artists this would be alarming, but not for Chagué. Chagué allows each piece to develop and grow in tandem with the overarching artistic vision, and allows for variety in their work. Many aesthetic theorists have emphasized the importance of appreciating the irregular. Unconventionality is praised as it embodies a universality. The unknown and unplanned are all part of the shared human experience. The beauty of each piece emerges from the infinite possibilities of what it could have been before being given over to the wood-fired kiln to unveil the final result. This methodology of creation imbues the vessel with a spirit and identity. Chagué's hands manipulate impossible conversations of extremes within ceramics. The heavy physicality of the pieces, with their bulbous shapes and marked ridges, is balanced with the lightness and impossibility of undulating glazes, with some glazes seemingly floating away from the earthbound bodies that cage them. Despite the works being earthy and heavy, they seem active and capable of movement, threatening to unfurl or expand and grow, revealing their inner selves. If we examine this series of alabarelle vessels, we can see a commonality of form and texture, yet each are unique. Billowing shapes are partnered with rippling glazes that give each work a distinctive personality. This is not dissimilar to Japanese rakuware and tenmoku, styles of ceramics where chance was revered, where objects were not made but rather spontaneously appeared, where pieces were given names to call forth the spirit within. In a similar vein to spirit and materiality, Chagué also walks the line between natural and produced. These works call to mind familiar shapes of rocks, fossils, waves, amongst other natural forms, yet the colours and textures juxtapose the naturalism with an essence of the hand of the artist, imbuing the forms with a conscious creation, raising the object from simple imitation of nature to a complex entity that combines the essence of humanity with that of the earth, the very spirit of artistic genius that critics call for in masterpieces. This idea is most clearly demonstrated in this work, Anamorphose, the title of which recalls the phenomenon of anamorphosis, where a distorted image becomes recognizable to the viewer through perspective or special viewing point. A technique that has been employed by artists for centuries. From the hands of Holbein to the dreamscapes of Dali, anamorphosis is central to their vision. Here, Chagué seems to imply a metaphorical anamorphosis, where the piece will only be recognizable to the onlooker through a dialogue between the object and the viewer. Chagué's work contains a myriad of contact points with various artists and cultures. Chagué worked under the great British ceramicist Michael Cardew, who in turn had been the pupil of the notable British potter Bernard Leach, who popularized combining Japanese and Korean techniques with their European counterparts. Cardew worked extensively in Nigeria, setting up and promoting multiple West African kilns. Cardew worked with the Gwari School of Ceramics and trained the notable artist Ladi Kwali. Chagué continues to work with Nigerian potters and utilizes many techniques developed from sub-Saharan traditions. Chagué's preference for a wood-fired kiln which infused the works with an earthiness and the signature temperamentality is likely to come from this Nigerian connection. With work stretching across multiple scales and functions, it could be easy to lose the thread of one's artistic direction, but not for Chagué. Each work remains true to the conversations that Chagué is trying to provoke. The roots of the work are anchored in many significant histories, but propose new directions and dialogues. By engaging with ceramics in one's collection of art, one is participating in one of history's great unifiers. Ceramics has touched all of our lives. We would not be here today without the capabilities of brilliant and intelligent potters. To feel the emotional hand of Thiébaut Chagué at the centre of the crossroads of this international story of ceramics, reaching from China, Korea and Japan, to Nigeria and West Africa, to France, Germany and the UK, is to feel the beating heart of ceramics past, present, and to catch a glimpse of our shared materiality. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this exploration of ceramics today. If you've liked this video, you can find out more information about Thiébaut Chagué and the current exhibition online at our website. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Instagram page and sign up to our mailing list to be the first to know about new videos, studio tours, talks and exhibitions. Links to everything will be in the description. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time for another art explanation with Messums.